I know how scary a logical reasoning problem could be. With clock ticking, if you're stuck on a single LR question, it could eat away all your exam time. And in order to clear the exam, you need to get minimum marks in LR sections too. Good morning, friends. I'm Gaurav. In this channel, I'm going to present you easy to understand concepts to crack LR, DI, and Quant in any entrance exam. So, without wasting any time, let's start with today's topic, that is sitting problem. First, let's see the types of sitting problems which you can see in an exam. It could be either linear sitting problem, or a closed loop sitting problem. Closed loop sitting problem, also known as circular sitting problem. First type of linear sitting arrangement can have people sitting in a single row. Second type has multiple rows. And in multiple row sitting arrangement, people could be either facing each other, facing each other, or people could be facing opposite directions. In closed loop type of sitting arrangement, also known as circular sitting arrangement, people can either face inwards, inwards of the table, can face outwards, then there are problems in which few people face inward or few people face inward and few people face outward. So that is mixed direction. And one more problem could be concentric circular type. Like this, there are two tables in concentric. People here are facing inward, people here are facing outward, or any direction. And in mixed direction, this is a single table in which this person is here facing outward, this person is facing inward. Similarly, facing outward means away from center, facing inwards means towards the center. Then coming to multiple rows, facing each other means suppose there are two rows, so people could be facing like this, or people could be facing away from each other. In single row also, we have problems in which people are facing just one direction facing, like this. All people are facing like this, or it could be both direction facing, like this. Few people are facing upward, downward. So this is both direction problem. Moving on, questions will come with few keywords that could be like number of person. Number could be either even number or odd number. So if even number is there and it's a sitting problem in linear way, so in even there won't be a person who would be sitting in the center. There would be two person sitting in center. However, if the number is odd, so say if we say like there are total 7 number of people sitting in a row and A is sitting in the center. So we know at both the sides of the row there would be three uh, seats and A would be in the center. So we can easily fix the position of A. Similarly in circular problems, if the number of people are even, so we will be fixing the position of people which can be opposite to each other. This is not possible in odd number of people. Then another keyword is direction. Direction tells us whether it is adjacent, or it is to the left of A, left of B, right, center of sitting arrangement, center of two persons. So this is with reference to the other people. And in case of circular sitting, it could be opposite to A, opposite to B. So these are all keywords of direction. Then there is third important keyword is positioning. The position is our important keyword here. So it tells us whether a person is sitting at the corner, person is sitting at the center, position of person in a row, first, third left, fifth right. So these are all position keywords. Based on above, let's first start on how to attempt any linear sitting problem. So step 1 is draw the number of blanks which is equal to the number of persons, and I would say make provision for two such options. So if we have total number of 7 people, so we will make two options. Step 2 is we'll start reading the statements one by one, and if we can identify the position, place a person on the respective blank. So suppose we can identify the position of A, which is third from either end. So in this option it is third from left end, right end, and here it is third from left end. So we have used both our options and placed A accordingly. So if in this step 3, if we cannot find the position of A in this, so we can use the statements and start making groups with all available options. Example, A and B are sitting together. So here we have two options to make, that is AB or BA. So we can write it down somewhere on our rough paper, or we can write it here in our options. Similarly, if we have a statement like B sitting between A and C, so it could be grouped as either ABC or CBA. So these are the options we get. So in this step 4, we can use the outputs of these two steps to make combinations. Uh, then you should remember one thing, that sometimes we may not be able to place all the persons on the line, and trust me, this is not even necessary. We can go directly to the questions which are there and see the options, and more often than not we are able to solve them with the given information which the examiner has intended. Let us learn this with one problem which appeared in IBPS 2018 exam. So there are 5 people A, B, C, D and D who like different colors, and they are all sitting in a line facing north. So here it is saying facing north. For convenience, while attempting any LR question, we normally assume that north is top of our paper and south is at the bottom. East is towards our right and west is towards our left. So we can make this type of diagram so that we don't have any confusion left, and we can start attempting after that. So now let's start by drawing blanks and writing colors at one portion of our rough sheet. So there are blue, orange, red, pink and black. Either you can write it at the somewhere in the rough sheet, or you can just cross them here itself when you get to know who like which color. So then coming directly to the statements and try fitting them on blanks or in rough space. So the first statement says 2 people are sitting between C and A. So what we can write is there are 2 options. C and A people could be like this, or they could be sitting like this. So A and C could be in the either direction. E is to immediate right of one who likes red. Hence we can write red E, as E to the immediate right. Now the third statement is only one person sit between the one who likes red and black. Since only one person is between red and black, hence we can modify this statement to get black, and there's one person between black and red, or it could be red E black. So black could be either on left side of red or it could be on the right side of black. So this is what we can get. Now black sits at one of the ends. So since black sits at one end, we can modify this to get black, red, E, and this. So 5% we have placed here. Similarly, here if black is here at one end, so it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%. We have made them sit here. Next statement is C sits to the immediate right of B. C sits to the immediate right of B, so we can modify this statement and we can see C is sitting to the immediate right of B here. Here also. So it will be like this. Now we can go to next statement. Only 3 people sit between the one who likes black and pink. Now 3 people sit between black and pink, and we know there are a total of 5 persons. So this implies they are at corners. No. So total 5 people are there. 3 people sit between the one who likes black and pink. Black and pink are at the corner, and between them there are 3 people. So this here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can place pink here. 2, 3, 4, 5. We can place pink here. Right? Now next statement is A sits at one of the ends. Now since A sits at one of the ends, we can modify this statement to get this. Here already 5 people are here, but here only these are 4 persons are fixed, but A now if sitting at one of the end, so we have one more position here to the right of C. Now we can merge this statements, these two statements. So we see in both of these statements E is the second last person, here also and here also. So here in this statement C is sitting at the second last, so this option we can cross, because E in either case has to sit on the second last position from second position from right. Now we have got two options in color, that is, and this E second last we can place it here, and remaining person is D, we can place him here. So we have two options in color, black blank red blank pink, or pink blank red blank black. So we also know, we come to next statement which says that C does not like red. So if C does not like red, so this statement has no meaning, because red is liked by the center person, that is D. So this statement is redundant actually, we don't need the statement. Now the one who likes blue sits somewhere to the right of orange. Okay, so the one who likes blue sits somewhere to the right of orange. The orange has to be necessarily on the right. So in either this statement it will be orange and blue. So this is the one statement we get. Here also we will have pink, blue, red, orange, Now B does not like pink. This is the definitive statement for us. B does not like pink, so that means this B at the first position and this pink at the first position is not possible. So we eliminate this option also, and we are left with B, C, D, E, A and their respective colors: black, blue, red, orange and pink. So all 5 questions can be solved with this solution. So coming to first question, which of the following pair is sitting at the ends? It is B and A. How many people are sitting between D and A? It's just one, that is E. E likes which of the following colors? It is orange. What is the position of A with respect to D? It is second to the right. Find the odd one out. C red, E pink. C red is this, E pink is this, B orange is something else, then D blue, A pink. So A pink is something which tells the correct color for the person. So this is our odd one out. Now remember, though all were facing one direction in this problem, complexity of a question can also be increased where people can face either direction. So we'll come to those type of questions. I'll solve them for you in my other videos. Now when coming to attempt closed loop seating problem, we start with drawing a circle. Secondly, we make marks for number of persons there are. So remember, if there are odd number of persons, you can place them anywhere on the circle. So if there are 5 people, we can place them anywhere. However, if number of persons is even, so we should place their chairs opposite to each other. So suppose there are total of 6 people. So we'll place them like this, opposite to each other. Now we have to draw more than one circle to account for options we get after reading the statements. So for even case, we can take, if we say there are two people between one people between A and C, so it could be like this or it could be like this. So C could be either on the left or right of A. So to start with, we fix position of one person that we have done here and seat rest of the people with reference to him or her. Now also remember, in cases where inward facing problem is there, the right direction is anti-clockwise. So if we say C is to the right of A in case of inward facing problem, so C is sitting to the anti-clockwise while left direction is clockwise. So A is to the left of C, is sitting in the clockwise direction. This is opposite when people are facing outwards. So suppose people are facing outward here. So anti-clockwise will be for left direction. So clockwise will be for right direction and anti-clockwise will be for left direction. So A is to the left of C here while C is to the right of A here. Rest of the steps for solving circular closed loop seating problem is also same as that for linear seating problem. Let us understand this by attempting a question which came in IBPS PO exam 2016. So in this question, there are 8 friends who are sitting around a square table and each of them is facing the center. 4 of them sit at the center of the square, 4 sit at the sides of the corner. Each of them like different colors. So we will start by making two squares and marking 8 marks on both. So there are people who are sitting at the center, there are people who are sitting at the corners. Similarly, another square. Now we'll come to first statement. First statement says I sits at one corner side of a square and likes red color. So let's place I at any of the four corners and mark red with him. Okay. Now K sits third to the right of I. Third to the right of I in case of facing inwards would be anti-clockwise. K would be sitting here. Right now we don't know K's color, so we won't write anything with K. Now third statement is M sits third to the right of K. So M would be sitting 1, 2 and 3 here. And likes purple color. So M purple. Next statement is also easy. O sits immediate left of M and likes yellow color. Immediate left of M would be this. And likes yellow. So we have placed it accordingly. For fifth statement, N and J are immediate neighbor to each other and like blue and brown colors respectively. We write two options as there are two positions. One is here, N and J are neighbors, so there is only these two positions, or it could be Jn. And N likes blue, brown. Only blue, brown. The one who likes blue is not an immediate neighbor of the one who likes red. But here we see the blue and red are immediate neighbors. So this option we eliminate. So in very next statement we have eliminated one option, but most of the time it usually takes us to go to the last statement when we can eliminate it. Okay, in next statement we know S is not an immediate neighbor of I, who is neither immediate neighbor of the one who likes pink or green. So S is not immediate neighbor of I. So S would be here. Also from I's immediate neighbors cannot like green or pink. So IK immediate neighbor won't like green and pink. So green and pink would be here. And we are left with the color that is black is left. So black would be here. And green and pink would be either S or K. Either of them would like green and pink. But next statement clears that K does not like green. So K would be loving pink and S would love green. And the person who is left is L here. So L was the remaining persons. So From the squares of it, we can answer all our questions. Question is, who likes black color? So black color is liked by L. Who sits third to the left of the one who likes pink? So third to the left is I. If S is related to red, that is they are sitting opposite each other. N is related to purple, they are again sitting to the opposite. J is related to which of the following? So J is related to opposite of yellow color. So it will be yellow. Four of the following five are alike in certain way based on the given sitting arrangement, thus form a group. Which is the one that does not belong to the group? K is sitting in the middle, N is at the corner, L is middle, O is middle. So N is the option because he is the only one who is sitting at the corner, rest are sitting at the center of the table. Which of the following information is definitely true with respect to the given information? L is an immediate neighbor of N. No, L and N are sitting quite far away, so this is false. K sits second to the right of O. K sits second to the right of O. Yes, that's true. No, this is facing inwards. So K is to the left of O. This is to be false again. L likes pink color. That is again false. J likes brown color. That's true. So this is our answer. J likes brown color. Okay, now moving ahead. Similarly, a problem where people are facing outwards can be solved. Outwards in a circle like this. So here direction of left and right will change with respect to the problem in which people are facing inwards. And there could even be a complex problem where people could face inwards while a few could face outward. This would be a little more complex. Then another question can be of concentric sitting plan. This could be like this, or people facing opposite direction here also. So these type of problems can come. So I will solve such complex problems in my next videos. So please subscribe to get alert of the same. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Please like and subscribe by clicking on the bell icon. Thank you.